everyone! So this summer I read this really good book called Speak. And it's really inspirational for my behalf. And once you go down into the details of the book and really read it, not just, halfway skim through it, it's really moving in some ways. And it really can hit at home with some people. But let me just tell you what it's about, at least. So it really starts out with I Am an Outcast. It's about this girl named Melinda, and she's starting off her freshman year. And something happened that summer where she, at a end of the summer high school party, and so sad that she had called the cops because something bad had happened to her. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. Y'all just have to read it. But it's really bad what happens to her. And that's why she called the cops. And everyone hates her now because she had called the cops on this really good end of the summer party. So sad. And so now she doesn't speak. And everyone, even strangers that had never even met her before, hate her. And she's mute. So, let me give you that. And her parents don't understand. She doesn't have any friends. It's got one named Heather, which is like a halfway friend. Doesn't even, treat her like a friend. Heather just loads off all her problems on to Melinda, and doesn't even listen to Melinda, but, any of the times Melinda speaks, at least. Heather, let's focus on Heather for a minute. Heather is one of those people that they want to fit in no matter what. And that being said, doesn't really give her a lot. It sort of shows her personality. She wants to be liked no matter what. And she is mad at Melinda because, she's mute, and she's like, what's the point? No one likes me anyway. Well, she doesn't say that, but that's it's sort of given off throughout the book. And then I want to go to her parents. Melinda is, how do I explain it? I guess you could say she's sort of depressed, but it's like she's screaming to everyone around her, but they don't hear her. They just go on with their normal lives, and she's sitting there dying on the inside. And there's this art, and her parents, they don't understand. They're like, she can't speak. I used to have this loving daughter, and she had bad grades, and now all this, that, and the other, and she won't speak. I'm like, hello, can't you see the signs? She starts being mute. She doesn't talk. She starts wearing baggy clothes, turning all emo. And then she's like she's not even happy. Did I mention she doesn't speak? That should be like a ring-a-ding-ding inside your head. She's failing. Shouldn't that be a ring inside of your head saying, oh, something's wrong, maybe I should ask her about it? And that just made me so mad, because, they go to the guidance counselor and everything. They're loading the problems onto this person that they don't even know. And the guidance counselor is like, there's nothing wrong with her. She's just being a bad kid. Being a bad kid. Being a big, bad freshman's getting to her head. That's not the case. Whatever had happened to her, it killed her. And she doesn't realize to the end that she has worth, that she is more than a object, that she is a person and she doesn't need to be treated that way. And what happens to her that the summer before, at the end of the book, which is the end of their freshman year, it nearly happens again. And she finally speaks up and says, no, I'm not going to let that happen to me again. I said no. And she had said no the first time, but he still did it. And I want to focus on a teacher. She has art. Melinda has art. And he's this crazy art teacher. He's fun. He's funny. He wants you to think outside the box. Well, for Melinda, that's really hard. See, they had a globe that they had to reach in and get a piece of paper out of. It was sort of like a topic. Well, hers was a tree, and she had to think of something to draw or create that was outside the box about a tree. And she wasn't finished with it by the time the school ended. And before that, he was like her only real friend. The only one that really listened to her. Well, listened. He watched her. He knew what was going. Well, he didn't know, but he figured that something was wrong. And he tried to get through to her. And he offers her a ride to her mom's store one day, and because it was real cold outside, and this is my favorite quote. His name is Mr. Freeman, and she was saying, "All right, but you said we had to put emotion into our art. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm supposed to feel." And that's one of the rare times that she speaks. Mr. Freeman, the art teacher, says, "Art without emotion is like chocolate cake without sugar. It makes you gag." He sticks his finger down his throat. "The next time you work on your trees, don't think about trees. Think about love, or hate, or joy, or rage. Whatever makes you feel something, makes your palms sweat, or your toes curl. Focus on that feeling. When people don't express themselves, they die one piece at a time. You'd be shocked to know at how many adults are really dead inside, walking through their days with no idea who they are, just waiting for a heart attack or cancer or a Mack truck to come along and finish the job. It's the saddest thing I know." And I guess that sort of inspires her, because after that, she sort of starts picking up herself again and builds up what she had lost. And Mr. Freeman, he was so inspirational to her and so caring. I mean, he treated her like she didn't just call cops on a party. That he ignored that she doesn't really speak, that she doesn't know art. She can't even draw a stick figure if she wanted to. And it's really, I have no words for it. I mean, he treats her like no one else treats her. To him, she's not just a Miranda. She is a girl that needs help. And I don't know how to explain it. It's just really sad that when you think that what happens in this book can really happen to someone. And I guess I'm trying to say that be aware. watch them. And when that ring-a-ding-ding goes off in your head, don't ignore it. Go find someone to help you. And there's one more thing I want to talk about before I leave. Don't worry, this is the last thing. Well, it goes through like first 9 weeks, second 9 weeks, semester, all that. That's how it's sort of split up. And it's really sort of, I don't know how to say it. It's really cool how it's set up like that, because it sort of gives you a view of like what she's going through different marking periods and how she goes up through the school year. I mean, in the beginning of the book, she's just this girl that she cries on her own. She has no friends. But at fourth marking period, she is a girl that says no, that's strong. And it's hard to sort of think that can't happen in just a regular school year, but it can. And it shows it through Melinda. And I just think that this is really inspirational and that everyone should read it. And so I'm going to show you the book again. It is Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. And that's all I have for you today. Bye.